Welcome back to the Vision. Absolutely fine. So finally, the episode number 6 of This Is Us is out, and this episode, we have kind of got to see a very good focus on the side characters. For example, who are not the big three, or who is not Jack, or who is not Rebecca. It is entirely about Beth, and since beginning we saw like हमें पता है कि कितना important उसका character है because she's been this power source for Randall since the beginning. एंड ऑल इन ऑल लाइक उसका जो बचपन था उसके उसके बचपन में उसे बहुत ज़्यादा बैले का उसको करियर परस्यू करना था बट बिकॉज ऑफ हर फादर्स डेथ शी काइंड ऑफ वाज नॉट एबल टू डू दैट एंड उसके बाद उसका जो आगे का फ्यूचर था दैट वाज काइंड ऑफ इनटू आर्किटेक्चर एंड देन शी वाज नॉट एबल टू परस्यू हर पैशन बट बिफोर पैंडेमिक वी हैव काइंड ऑफ सीन दैट उसने अपना खुद का स्टूडियो ओपन किया था एंड आफ्टर दैट शी बिकॉज ऑफ पैंडेमिक it kind of got stuck and now it is all going to be about how uska jo future hai and how she is going to take a ballet to a next level and all in all we do get to see the other characters as well I really like the fact about how her character has kind of developed from being that back-ended person to being into like by playing into forefront and really trying to bring out something good in other people as well. So now we will start with the actual breakdown of episode number 6 of season 6 of This Is Us. Alright, so the episode starts in a way that वो लोग past में हैं and we really get to see both of these characters. We have Sophie back in the picture, so I am really again shipping for Sophie and Kevin to get back together because they are really indeed amazing. And हमें उनके past के बारे में देखने मिलता है like they're just celebrating Thanksgiving together, and at the same time Beth is also very much like in that zone where she's having that past memories about that about things that she was going to pursue, and we have a father giving her a pep talk that she should do what she wants to do, and she has opened the studio and she needs to launch somebody new. So she is going to plan that out in this specific episode, and that is how the entire episode kind of starts. So now we are back at that same phase where Kevin and all this phase of character, this phase of actor I really like because we got to see Kate from these zones back in the episode, and now we even have the new like the that zone of Randall as well as that zone of Kevin as well, and then we are again back in the future. And this is the best part about this entire show that I like, that how amazingly the future and the mid history and when they were very little and also the future are kind of amazingly blended together. And we get to see in future Kevin is kind of hosting and trying to impress or kind of make good things with Elijah, who is now Madison's boyfriend. And we also get to see they having dinner together, when she just kind of sees that there was one professor of hers who has not kind of behaved her in a way that he should have, and it just gives her flashback memories. And here we get to see a big revelation from Kevin, that he kind of slept with his actor friend, and that was very hard for Kate because Kate is not uh, going to keep that secret from Sophie, because Sophie is kind of her best friend as well. And then we are just again back to the future, like a kind of a reboot of Manny, where they are just kind of mad. But at the same time, when they were in the past, she is just freaking out because it is going to be her first new show. And before they kind of begin with that new show, Madison has kind of told Kevin that वो उसके ट्विंस को लेके उसके केबिन पे नहीं जाना चाहती. She just wants to stay back with Elijah, and Kevin is kind of super mad about that, which we kind of even reflect that. And जब भी वो लोग बात करते होते हैं, Kevin ने उस केट को बता दिया रहता है कि obviously she cannot tell Sophie that about a secret, and she keeps her promise because after all she's his sister. And वो उससे पूछती भी है कि like he's kind of acting kind of weird, so क्या हो सकता है उसके बारे में, but she still doesn't give out what things are. But at the end Kevin ends up telling her, and she is kind of devastated, and she's kind of leaves from there. And before they could end it, he again becomes very mad at Madison about taking his twins away from his mom, where probably this would, because this is anyway the last season, and probably before Rebecca starts losing her memory, it would be the last Thanksgiving that the twins could celebrate with Rebecca. So वो वो सीधा बता देता है कि like if she doesn't want to be that much selfish, she can just take those twins away. And at that point, Kate kind of is very surprised, like why is he acting like that? And then उसे वो याद आती है चीजें about things with Sophie and Kevin, and we just get to see a kind of sort of a recreation moment here, where if we've seen the season 1 or the season 2 episodes, we have a similar scene where Kate is sitting and Kevin is like sliding his head on her shoulder. And then as and when we move ahead with respect to the story, we get to see a future, like we just kind of see a moment between them where she just tells them that she has always had his back. And then while doing that entire play and the showcase, that girl just kind of falls, and it is super embarrassing. But at that same time, and the same thing had kind of happened with Beth as well. So even when Beth was little, उसके साथ भी वही same चीज हुई थी, and she just goes on the stage and she just tells her that she could do this because she doesn't want her to lose her confidence. वो उसका confidence lose नहीं करना चाहती थी, so उसे वो directly जाके बता देती है that she should go ahead with this, and she should just have confidence in her that she should be able to do this thing. And at that same time, Randall tells all the 3 girls that this is who their mother is, how strong she is. And that was the kind of the super exciting moment for Beth, and everyone starts clapping because she just kind of restart the entire performance once again. And then Kevin just kind of goes and tell Madison that things are okay. He was kind of acting a little slightly kiddish, and she should stay with the twins. And then we got to see him telling him that if he's just looking to wait for him to go, he's not going to go. And then we are back again at this dinner where Mikhail kind of tells Rebecca that he also has a girlfriend, and he'll probably bring her back, which was kind of surprising to Rebecca. And then it is the best part about this scene, that I can still see that they have kept Sophie's character still alive, even if she is kind of married and not there now. But she just replies to, like, Kate just texts her the same thing which she had kind of said her in the past, and she right away gets her reply that she gets it was a brother. And then we get to see amazing moment, which is the kind of the end of the episode, where she just gives a call to that professor who did not help her, just because she just throws her away because she was not well. She just kind of tells her that she was ready to dance even before she was ready to walk. And that was the kind of the most goosebump moment, because she just tells him that. And we just get to see a future self of Beth over here, like the academy, in that academy of Beth Pearson. And she just get a letter from that girl, like she before they were kind of starting to do their first appearance on the stage. She just tells them to look in the mirror and say that I can and I will. And that's what she has replied back, like, I can and I did. And that was super amazing moment for her as a kind of a teacher, because after all, what she has taught them has kind of resonated. And this was the frame which she has kind of set since the beginning, that all the dancers which she has kind of created are now big superstars. And then she just kind of remembers the things which her father had kind of said, and that is all in all like the end of the entire episode. Alright, that is it for the entire episode. Let me know what you think are in the comments below. And all in all, it was a super amazing episode. I thought I always have loved Beth, and the way that she is, her strength, her emotions, and the way that her character is kind of portrayed. I really love her. And even if there were less of victory in the episode and there was no Jack at all, it is fine. Even if I love Milo, but having Beth, having her point of view in the entire episode is super amazing. And I think probably we'll have to wait for some more weeks about because I'm not sure whether the next episode is going to release in the next week or not, but probably a week after that we'll get to see the next episode. But I'm really sad that it is kind of the last season, and how could a show which is as good as this would be kind of ending. So thank you so very much if you are still watching until here. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed it yet, and we'll meet you in the next video.